This copyrighted telecast of the Western Athletic Conference may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the WAC Digital Network.
The Broncos of Boise State have made the trek out to Utah Valley to play against the Wolverines of Utah Valley. We're here in the PE building. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Matthew Biamonte. Welcome to this afternoon matchup between the Broncos and the Wolverines. Matt, tell us a little bit about the visiting Broncos and what we can expect from them so far.
Well, a couple things you can't expect. I think they're going to shoot a lot of three-pointers. That's not something they did early on in the season, but they did suffer a couple early defeats against Southern Utah and Long Beach State. They kind of tweaked their offense last game against Idaho State. They made 14 three-pointers. Their star player, Deanna Weaver, who was first-team All-Mountain West Conference last season, she had 28 points. She can fill it up. So I think Boise State is going to try and push the tempo a little bit, shoot a lot of threes, and then they also have some size as well. So they're one of the better teams in the Mountain West Conference. It's going to be a big challenge for UVU. That's why you like to have these games at home. And I think this is an opportunity for UVU to get a statement win in their non-conference part of their schedule.
Yeah, and you know, we've talked about the non-conference before and wanting to play better teams in the non-conference, and I think this is exactly that. And the Wolverines have struggled guarding the perimeter so far this season. They have given up more three-pointers than they would have liked. So I think this is a good opportunity for Utah Valley to really tighten up their perimeter defense. But at the same time, it's going to make it tough for them to defend the paint when they've got such good scorers down there as well.
They need to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
Specifically Sam Loggins and Rhea Spooner-Knight, if they can play big minutes. And I think Sam Loggins is motivated to play this game, Kyle, because Sam Loggins is from Mountain View High School in Boise, Idaho. So she's playing her hometown team. She grew up probably playing with some of these girls, watching this university. So this is an opportunity for her to have a little extra motivation against a hometown team.
And they're absolutely going to need her size in this game, because the next biggest player, I believe, is Carly Norris on the team. And Norris is going to need to have a big game tonight for the Wolverines. She's going to need to continue to rebound the ball well. Last game, not sure what happened, but she was just not on her game. She finished with 0 points. She was 0 for 4 from the field, only played 9 minutes. Not sure if she wasn't feeling well or what, but she just was not herself in that game, and the Wolverines really need her to rebound the ball well. She just came off of a career-high 14 rebounds at UC Davis, and she's averaging over 10 a game, so they're going to need that rebounding from her, and Sam Loggins is also going to have to step up and rebound the ball better.
Yeah. I think more than anything, though, UVU could really use the scoring from Sam, low post scoring, because when you're able to score consistently in the low post, it changes everything.
It opens up everything else around you, too. So hopefully they'll look to Sam. I don't believe Sam is starting tonight, but I'm sure she'll get some minutes. But the real key for the Wolverines, I believe, is they need to have at least 4 people scoring in double figures today.
Yeah, well, that's the key for everyone, Kyle, because Boise State, they're undefeated on the season when they have 3 or more players in double figures. So that's something to keep an eye on. Who shares the ball? Who gets contributions from more players? You know, that goes a long way in determining the outcome of this game. But like I always say, the 3 key categories for me, Kyle, most importantly, rebounds. Got to control the glass. Secondly, keep the turnovers at a minimum. And then thirdly, field goal percentage. So field goal percentage is not nearly as important as the other 2, though.
No, and after their last game, their loss against SUU at home at UVU, we'll talk about that in just a moment. We're going to get to the national anthem, and we'll be right back in just a moment. Please rise as
we honor America with our national anthem.
Alrighty, we're back from the national anthem. We're going to get these starting lineups underway. First of all, we're going to go with the visiting Boise State Broncos. So first for the Broncos, we have a 5'11" senior forward out of Santa Clara, California, number 1, Deanna Weaver. A 5'5" guard, a sophomore out of Las Vegas, Nevada, number 3, Tanisha Childress. Alongside her is a 5'7" redshirt junior, another guard out of Anchorage, Alaska, that is Kiana Engel. And a 6'4" senior center out of Grand Prairie, Texas, number 24, Camille Redmond. And last but not least for the Broncos is a 5'10" guard, a junior out of South Lake, Texas, number 44, Brooke Pawakoa. You were talking about Deanna Weaver a little bit earlier. She had 28 points in their last game, shot 5 of 7 from 3, 10 of 14 overall. So Wolverines have really
played her first team last year.
Wow.
There's 12 conferences in that conference. Here in the Western Athletic Conference, there's only 8. So there's a lot more players and a lot less room for postseason awards in the Mountain West Conference. For her to be first team really speaks volumes because they have some very good programs in that conference.
So if you're the Wolverines, do you try and focus your defense around her, or do you just try and play defense solidly as a team? What would your strategy be?
I would let her do whatever obviously you have to play good individual and team defense, but I wouldn't worry about how many points she puts up. I'd worry about stopping everyone else. Like I said, Boise State's 0-2 when they don't have at least 3 players in double figures. So if she scores 40 and if everyone else is 2, 4, 6,
it's a good point.
Wolverines have a good chance at winning. Now, if she goes for 15 and 4 other players go for 15,
You're in trouble.
They're undefeated under that scenario. So great scores are going to score. Let's not worry about that, but let's worry about playing good team defense and not letting anyone else have a big afternoon.
All right, Matt, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give us the starting lineup for the Wolverines.
Starting at guard for UVU, Patrice Toston, number 20, also starting at guard, number 3, a freshman. Mariah Seals, starting at forward, number 12. Rebecca Mawini, also starting at forward, number 13. Carly Norris, and also starting at forward, Rhea Spooner-Knight. So no true center in the starting lineup for UVU. They're going to go with 3 forwards, 2 guards, go a little small. Really interested to see Rebecca Mawini. She came on strong at the end of last year. This year she's been a little up and down, but Coach Nixon told me in the pregame she had a very good week of practice. She came on strong in that last game, played well. She got the nod this afternoon. I'd like to see how she performs. They could really use her shooting, but more importantly, I'd like to see her put the ball on the floor a few more times and get to the rim. She's a very versatile player. I think she can do more than be a spot shooter. So I want to see her create as well as shoot. for UVU. That'd go a long ways, because I think we know what we're going to get from Rhea and from Carly. We really need a few other players to chip in more so than they have done this season.
Yeah, so the last few games with the Wolverines, it seems like there have been, different freshman players like Mariah Seals or Taylor Gordon, and then the transfer Patrice Toston, who have had kind of breakout games for the team, scoring, between 15 and 20 points, 23 points in the case of Taylor Gordon in her first game. But there wasn't a whole lot of help there. So what you need is the consistent play from your starters and then some great bench play as well. So we're underway. Boise State controls the tip, and they have it straight away. And number one, that is Deanna Weaver with the ball. She hands it off to Childress. Childress comes around a screen, and a three-pointer on the way, off the iron, no good, rebounded by Rhea Spooner-Knight.
That was a good look by Boise State. That's a shot that they probably should be making. She had an open look, and UVU's got to do a better job of closing out on those shooters on the three-point line.
Norris went right at her defender, made her fall over, and Mawhinney takes a corner three, and it's good.
Great play there by Mawhinney. I'd love to see that first shot go down, keep that confidence high, feed her the rock.
Number 24 goes one dribble off the glass, no good. And ball is knocked out of bounds, so Utah Valley will get it back.
Looks like Boise State on their second defensive possession of the game, going with a full-court man press. Let's see if UVU can keep the turnovers low. There's opportunities to get easy buckets when teams go to this defense.
Seals dumps it down to Norris, finds Spooner-Knight under the basket. She goes up, no foul call. A little bit of contact, but gathered up by Boise State, and they're off and running.
Nice play there by Redmond, just to go straight up.
Pass nearly goes out of bounds, but Engel handles it. And it does end up going out of bounds on the baseline, so another turnover by the Broncos.
I liked the passing on that last possession, even though it didn't result in a bucket. That's what you do when people play man press. You pass that ball around. That was just a great individual defensive effort there from Camille Redmond, but what led to that opportunity was exactly how you want to break a press.
Seals with the ball, crossing midcourt, picked up by number 3, Childress. Takes a screen from Norris. Steps back, does a little crossover move, and she's going to go at her with the left hand and scores. The 5'3" freshman.
That was a nice play. Coach Nixon says she's done a great job filling in. She wasn't supposed to be playing this many minutes, but with the injury to Agnew, she's been thrust into a much bigger role than anticipated. She's responded well.
Good defense by the Wolverines, trapping on the baseline, and an over and back call will be called.
It's great team defense, Kyle. They're doing a great job of switching and communicating defensively, and that's led to back-to-back Boise State turnovers. What's going to be really interesting is I think the starting unit is dialed in. They've started with the tone. How is that going to change when the bench comes into play? Can the bench keep it up?
And poked out of bounds, UVU will get the ball back on the sideline, or on the baseline, nope, sideline. Got mixed up there. But Coach Kathy Nixon was talking after their loss to Southern Utah, and she was extremely disappointed with her team's performance in the first half. She said that they were just lazy. They did not come out with good energy.
They came out with great energy so far.
So that's what she was hoping for, and that's what we're seeing. Mawhinney with a deep three.
Oh!
Splash! Mawhinney, 2 of 2.
Wow. I knew she had a good week of practice, but apparently she had a great week of practice. She is confident and making smart basketball plays. She had an open look, and you have to take that.
I love that she took it, too. No hesitation. Swinging the ball around. Corner 3 up for Boise State.
Got to close out on that, Kyle.
And number 21, Engel, pulling up the in-your-eye sign.
Patrice Toston has to do a better job of getting out there and putting a hand up. You got to run shooters off the three-point line.
Utah Valley up 8-3 early on. Toston with the ball. Goes at her defender. Takes a little left-handed floater. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Redmond.
I'd like to see a little more ball movement offensively. Good things happen when UVU shares the rock.
Another 3 attempted by Engel. No good. Rebounded by Carly Norris. Seals guarded by Childress. Bringing the ball up across midcourt. Backs her down. Takes a screen from Norris. And she goes again with the left, but it is blocked this time, out of bounds.
I think if UVU wants to be successful here in terms of penetration in the lane, they're going to have to drive and dish. Because if they try to take it straight at Redmond, Redmond is just too good defensively. 6'4" senior. She already has 2 blocks here in the first 4 minutes.
Carly Norris checking out for the Wolverines, and the big 6'5" center out of Boise, Idaho, Sam Loggins, has checked in for Utah Valley. Toston gets the inbound pass. Loggins goes at her defender with the left, and she's blocked, but a little contact there, so Sam will go to the line.
I think she was clean up top, but there might have been a little bump on Loggins' move inside the paint. So, it is what it is. So Loggins is on the free throw line. Probably could have went either way.
Loggins' first free throw is good. 9-3 for Utah Valley. 6-point lead early on, 16:47 left in the first half.
Something I love from UVU here is they have been offensively working against a full court press. No turnovers yet for UVU.
It's humongous. They're averaging 18 turnovers a game. Sam misses the second free throw, rebounded by Redmond. Childress has the ball, guarded by Patrice Toston. She goes right at her, and it's swatted away by Sam Loggins. She deflects the pass. Spooner Knight gives it up to Toston. Toston goes at her defender with the left hand. No good. Boise State has it. Little 1-on-2, pull-up Jay off the front iron, and Toston is unable to control it.
Good effort
Boise
there
State
from
has
Toston, though.
They swing the ball over to the right wing. Weaver has it, guarded by Spooner Knight. Pops back, and nearly over and back. Weaver has it again on the left wing, guarded by Spooner Knight. There's a little crossover, goes into the lane, kicked out to the corner for a 3, and air ball, no rim there, rebounded by the freshman Taylor Gordon.
Yeah, Toston was late there again on coming over to close out that 3-pointer. Lucky that Boise didn't get that one to go because it was a really good look.
Taylor Gordon took it all the way with the left hand, and there was some contact, a blocking foul on the shot attempt, so Gordon will get 2 free throws after this timeout. So we're going to take a break as well, and we'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
Welcome back here inside the PE building where UVU has jumped out to a 6-point lead. Good start for them, and I think that's what Coach Nixon wanted them to do in this game. They had such a slow start the other night. They were able to have a furious rally that came up just a little bit short. They were down 18 with 10 minutes to go, lost by 4. But I think that boost of energy in that second half spurt has carried over today. But now, it's always interesting to see how teams respond after that first official media timeout because I think teams have settled into the game.
And you make adjustments. You see how one team's
make adjustments. Can UVU continue to play clean basketball, no turnovers? They're shooting 43%. They're sharing the ball. Or is Boise State going to come back, make some changes, and force some turnovers? So going to be really interesting here. But first things first, Gordon needs to make both these free throws. UVU, throughout the years, they've left points on the free throw line. You don't want to do that against a good Bronco team.
Gordon at the line, her first free throw on the way. And good. Good for Taylor Gordon. 10-3 in favor of Utah Valley with 15:53 left in this first half. Gordon's second free throw is good. UVU 3 of 2 from the foul line, I believe.
They've got 5 points off turnovers, so Boise State with 3 turnovers here in the first 5 minutes, and UVU is capitalizing.
Little confusion here with some substitutions. Spooner Knight was about to check in, but she will hold off. Good pressure by the Wolverines, bringing in the full court press. Deja Blanks has checked into the game, nearly getting a steal. Redmond kicks it way out, and they break the press with ease. A three-pointer on the way, and good.
Should have been a travel there. She took a step, then hopped into her shooting motion. Can't do that. So Looks like the refs missed one there.
That was Kayla Reinhardt with the triple for the Broncos, and Utah Valley turns it over. They push the ball down. Very quick getting back. A little crossover and a jump ball. Carly Norris got a hand on it.
Great defensive play there by Norris after a very good offensive crossover to get to the rim, but Norris didn't bite and was able to get the jump ball. Possession UVU.
There's a nice little right to left crossover too. Gotta love that. Seals gets the ball. She's picked up early by Childress. Seals has it right wing, takes a screen from Spooner Knight. Gordon has it in the left corner, guarded. She pulls up for a mid-range jumper, in and out, no good, but there to gobble up the rebound is Carly Norris.
Great play there by Norris, and UVU, I'd like to see them get back to sharing the basketball. The few times they've isolated different players, they have not got buckets out of it.
14:50 left in the first half, and Gordon turns it over. Childress is off and running. And they pull back. Looked like it may have been another travel. Childress pulls up for mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Seals. Seals gives it up to Spooner Knight, and Spooner Knight loses the ball. Another turnover by Utah Valley.
Selective when you run the fast break. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. She could go back. I wonder if she pulls that one out and just sets up a normal offensive set.
Coach Nixon was yelling at her team saying no more. I'm assuming that's referring to the outlet pass like that, yeah. So missed jumper by the Broncos. Mariah Seals has it. She's picked up by number 10, Jai Rodriguez.
Coming out of that timeout, Kyle, we talked about UVU's offensive play and how good it was, how careful they were. They have 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes.
And that's unfortunately, what you normally see. So that, they did a good job starting off with those, limiting the turnovers. In fact, having no turnovers in the first couple of minutes, but they've really got to get back to the way they started the game. Seals goes right at her defender with the left hand. Too strong off the glass, off the front iron.
Pace has really changed. Both teams are sprinting up and down the floor here. Who is this going to favor?
Mick Davis with the 3. Mick buckets. 11-9. Suddenly a 2-point lead for Utah Valley.
And get this, Kyle. All 3 of Boise State's field goals are from the 3-point line. We talked about that in the pregame. Defensively, UVU's got to cover the 3. And Boise State is scoring almost all their points from out there right now. Run them off the 3-point line. Make them drive in.
Toston commits the offensive foul, so that's another turnover for Utah Valley. Boise State down 1 possession. They have a chance to take the lead if they make another 3, which they've been doing a lot.
Looking for the 3 as well. They spent the majority of their pregame warm-ups shooting 3-pointers.
They look down low, and Carly Norris gets called for the foul.
Big mismatch there with Mikhail Askew, a 6'3" junior center, on Norris, who's 6 feet. So 3 inches goes a long way here in the women's game inside the post.
It sure does, and Coach Nixon is doing something about it right now as Sam Loggins is going to check in here in a moment. Free throw good for Askew. 11-10 with 13-18 left here in the first half.
UVU's led by as many as 6. They had a hot start, but 4 turnovers now.
Askew.
They had no turnovers in their first 4 minutes, or 0 in the first 4, 4 in the next 3.
Askew makes the second, tied up at 11. Seals guarded heavily. She dribbles all the way around and swings it out to Toston. Barely handles the ball. Spooner Knight has it. Tries to find Sam. Toston comes up with it. Spooner Knight's going to take a mid-range jumper off the back iron, and she gets her own rebound.
It's a good look. I like the ball movement. Here's a wide open look. Can Toston put it down?
No good off the jumper. Rebounded by Weaver.
But you see they're getting quality looks when they share the basketball.
Yes. Weaver with the mid-range. No good. Spooner Knight comes up with it. 12:35 left in the first half. Tied up. Seals nearly picks up her pivot foot. Getting trapped. Finds Spooner Knight. Cutting. Spooner Knight. No good. They cannot find the net right now, but Spooner Knight goes up again and finds it the second time.
Like the looks, like the play. You just have to fight through these tough spells where you're getting good looks and they're not going in.
I love how they're battling for those offensive rebounds, too, giving themselves second chances to score.
UVU with a 5-rebound advantage in that department, 12-7. So they're doing a great job on both ends of the rebounds. That's going to be a major player here.
Rodriguez gets Tostin to pick up the personal, so Tostin will check out and Taylor Gordon checks back in. Reinhardt to inbound. She gets it in to Rodriguez. They dump it down, and good. An and one opportunity. Sam Loggins thought she had her arms straight up, but it looked like she gave her a little bump, and that was too much.
Just a great roll there by Rodriguez. No, excuse me.
Askew, I believe.
Yep. Rodriguez on the dish. You know that Rodriguez in the summer played in the FIBA Women's World Championship game for Spain. She's done that 6 times now. Talk about valuable experience playing some international basketball.
Holy smokes, that is impressive. Free throw good, so Boise State has taken their first lead tonight. Seals takes a long jumper, no good. Loose ball foul underneath the basket, so that will be a foul on Taylor Gordon. Coach Nixon wants to have a timeout and talk things over with her team. Utah Valley down 1, 13-14 with 11:52 left here in the first half. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
People talk about college like you're in some kind of bubble. Like there's college, and then there's the real world. Hey, this is UVU. You're not just reading about it or watching someone else do it. This is engaged learning. At the certificate, associate's, bachelor's, or master's level, you're in the real world every day.
We pursue excellence in the classroom and strive to achieve our potential. We compete on the field with integrity,
on the court with respect,
and in the pool with distinction.
We are strong leaders in our community and gain values from our biggest fans.
We continue the legacy of commitment to our universities, to our coaches, to our teammates, and most importantly to you.
We learn, we compete, we inspire.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Utah Valley down 1, 13-14 with 11:52 left in the first half here in the PE building at Utah Valley. The Wolverines have committed 5 team fouls to get themselves in a bit of foul trouble. One more foul to give before free throws come for the Broncos.
2 for Tostin, so it's likely that she will be on the bench for the rest of this first half, which is unfortunate because she's one of UVU's best offensive players. Norris with a personal foul, Gordon with a personal foul, and Rhea Spooner-Knight. That's your 5 team fouls, and it's really been the tale of 2 5-minute periods here in the first half. UVU was explosive offensively in that first 5-minute segment to start the game. In the second 5-minute period, a lot of turnovers, a lot of fouls, and a couple missed shots. And they led by 6, they trail by 1.
Askew drives into the paint, and she is fouled in the process. Sam Loggins picks up the personal.
6 team fouls now, Boise State.
Good block by Sam.
Might be going to bonus here with a lot of time left in the first half.
Seals pulls back on the left wing. She gives it to Gordon, back to Seals, and Seals gets fouled on the attempt, so she will get 2 free throws.
That was Kenna McDavis on the foul for Boise State. That whole play started, though, Kyle, with the give and go from Gordon and Seals. It's amazing how often 1 or 2 passes can change the dynamic of an offensive play. Because if that's just Seals going on her own, breaking down the defender, she doesn't get that open of a look, but she gives it to Gordon. Gordon sets a screen, gives it back to Seals. She's got that lane down the
defender's too late rotating and commits a foul.
Right. So, I mean, everything good offensively almost comes from the pass.
Both free throws missed, but Spooner-Knight gathers it up. Gordon has it in the left corner at the 3-point line. She drives in, kicks it out to Mawhinney for another 3. It's good! 3 for 3 for Mawhinney.
Great drive and kick there by Gordon to a wide open Mawhinney. Love Mawini's game. She's one of my favorite players here for UVU.
Rodriguez out to Askew. Shaw has it. Nice little dump down to Askew. No good, but an offensive rebound by Shaw in the putback. 16 all, 10:50 left in the first half.
Could be in for a high-scoring affair, Kyle.
Seals out to Mawini. Hands it off to Gordon. They kick it back to Mawini. Does not take the three. Good defense by the Broncos.
Step back, Minnie, step back!
Seals has it straight away. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mawini with another open three. Oh, in and out!
Man.
But Loggins with the offensive rebound. No foul call. Surprising there. Looked like she got hit on the forearm a couple times. Oh, that three looked good. Tied at 16.
It was halfway good.
Yeah, it was down and out. 3-point attempt by Shaw, no good. She tries tracking down the rebound, and it is out of bounds on the Broncos.
Major substitutions coming for UVU. Norris, Tostin, and Deja Blanks in. Mawini, Loggins, and Rhea will take a breather.
Coach Nixon giving it to the officials was not happy that there was no foul call.
She makes a good point, though. A similar play did happen down here for Mikhail Askew, and she was rewarded with free throws, and Loggins was not. So I think we've said this before, and I'll say it again. All we really want from the officials as fans, broadcasters, coaches is consistency.
Yes, absolutely. Tostin has the ball on the right wing. Now Deja Blanks. They swing it over to Seals, attacking the basket, too strong off the backboard again.
Oh, I do not know about that one. That looked like it came off a Boise State player.
I thought that was great hustle by Norris trying to gather up the rebound. Gets knocked out of bounds.
Seals has done a great job at getting to the rim. She just had a few unfortunate rolls. She's 1 of 5 with 2 points, but all of her looks have been inside the lane, and just, like I said, a few of them. Oh, great defensive play from Tostin.
Just snatched it right away from Redmond, but she stepped on the baseline in the process.
And I think that's the next step in Patrice's game, Kyle. We know she can fill it up, but I'd like to see that defensive tenacity like we saw on that play. And if she can become an all-around player for UVU, man, she could be really, really good.
The officials discussing something. Weaver will inbound.
The discussion was about the shot clock because there was a change of possession with the steal, and then she went out of bounds.
Ball batted around, ends up with the Broncos. Ball on the right wing. They give it over to Rodriguez again. Now Weaver has it.
I've been impressed with Rodriguez. She's done a nice job of getting other players open looks.
And that was 42 with the three-point attempt. Reinhardt did another one of those little hops before she shot. I'm surprised there hasn't been a travel call yet. And finally, a three goes for Weaver.
Great shot there from Weaver. Such a difficult guard. Her and Mawini are kind of built from the same cloth, as in they're small forwards, but pretty large small forwards. She's 5'11", Mawini's 5'11" as well. Hard to defend that shot because she can just shoot over the defenders.
Seals tries to skip it across court to Deja Blanks, and it gets batted out of bounds, so UVU will have it back. Mawini checks back into the game for the Wolverines, and Seals will have a breather.
Pretty large lineup here with Rhea moving to the point guard. Coach Nixon was telling me ideally she'd be the third point guard, but with Agnew still out, she is the backup, and now they are big with Mawini, Norris, Blanks, and
Spooner
Tostin.
Knight no good on the shot, but Norris cleans it up. Tostin has it on the left wing. Takes a screen from Norris.
Great screen.
Finds Deja Blanks. Now Spooner Knight has it straight away, guarded by Shaw. Tostin has a look at three, doesn't take it. Tries to split the defenders, and shot clock at 10. No good for Blanks. Mawini comes up with it. No, Shaw has it. Shaw falls to the ground, and Rodriguez has it.
Such a smart play there from Rodriguez. She could have attacked the basket, but decided to pull back. UVU commits the foul, and now the Boise State Broncos are in the bonus. So that's just a very intelligent play from a very intelligent point guard. I've loved what I've seen from her. A true point guard, runs the show, gets people where they need to be. Ever since she came in about 5 minutes ago, I can't remember Boise State taking a bad shot.
They've done a lot better passing the ball. Weaver with the attempt no good, so she will not get another. Rebounded by Spooner Knight, and Seals has checked back in, so she'll be at the point. Seals going to the basket. They kick it out and find a wide open Mawhinney for three. No good.
That was a picture-perfect offensive possession, though.
They swung the ball around beautifully. Rodriguez comes around a screen, pops back looking for... They dump it down. Nice little inlet pass, but Norris is there to steal it away.
Definitely a foul there. That was on number 24, Camille Redmond. Redmond with her second personal foul. And that's a big foul as well.
7:41 left in the first half. And the Broncos up 3, 19-16. We're going to take a little break ski, and we'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
I had an idea. Lots of people have ideas. But engaged learning helped me develop my idea and make it real. And now with sales over $1 million, best assignment ever.
.41 left here in the first half. The Wolverines find themselves down 16-19, and they are also in foul trouble. They've committed 17 fouls, so the Broncos will be having free throws the rest of the way, and Patrice Toston with 3 personals. She has been one of the leading scorers for the Wolverines. So
I like the gamble that Coach Nixon took. She wanted the offense on the floor. Not enough coaches do that. Usually when someone gets 2 fouls, they just shut them down for the half. So I credit Coach Nixon on the gamble. It may not have paid off because she picked up that 3rd personal foul, but
yep. And the thing was, it was an avoidable foul too. She just kind of reached across when she shouldn't have. Seals has the ball guarded by Rodriguez, left wing. She comes around a Rebecca Mawhinney screen, looking for the handoff, and it is stolen away. The Broncos have it.
6 turnovers now, Kyle. 6 turnovers in about 6 minutes. They're not even getting a shot up every minute.
Deep jumper, good for Weaver. 21-16. Seals with the ball right wing. Good defense there by Rodriguez. A bit of a trap there, trying to find Blanks. Blanks comes around, nearly travels. Seals has it again. Shot clock at 10. Takes a screen from Norris, and she's going to take a deep 2, no good, but rebounded by Mawhinney. Seals has it back out towards the logo straight away.
UVU has missed their last 7 field goals, and they're 2 of their last 14.
Blanks! Oh,
baby!
Banks at home and is fouled.
Did not appreciate my comment about the low field goal percentage with the and 1 opportunity.
She did not. 18-21. 3-point lead. She can cut it to 2 here. Blank's free throw is good. And checking in for Utah Valley is Taylor Gordon for Rebecca Mawhinney.
Mawhinney leading all scorers with 9 points.
Pressure, heavy pressure by the Wolverines, and it's a race for the ball. Good pass. Rodriguez comes up with it, and she pulls back for mid-range. No good, and Blanks rebounds it. Seals brings it up the left side. Picked up by Rodriguez. Seals finds Norris. Back out to Seals to run the offense. Seals takes a screen from Norris. Spooner Knight has it with 8 on the shot clock. Spooner Knight's going to pull up, and good. Tie game, 21 apiece.
Spooner Knight now with 4 points. 6 rebounds.
Shaw swings it around. They dump it down to Askew, guarded by Norris. Little right-handed jump hook. Too easy. Such a size advantage over Norris.
Yeah, Coach Nixon is not happy with the defense right now. There's too much space. They got to limit the space defensively between them and the offensive player.
Seals doing a lot of dribbling, takes a mid-range jumper, gets her own rebound though. Deja Blanks has it at the three-point line, picked up by Rodriguez. Seals has it straight away, calling a play. Not a lot of movement going on. Norris sets a pick, and Seals takes another jumper. In and out, no good.
That's a good look. Seals has had a rough game offensively, but you can't say that she hasn't been taking good shots. They're just not falling. 1 of 8, 2 points for Seals. And in the meantime, and in between time, Boise State with an and one opportunity.
Brooke Pawakoa taking it to the hole and scoring 25-21. Just over 5 minutes left in the first half. Utah Valley not quite in the double bonus, 8 team fouls. Plenty of time to get there though. Sub coming in for UVU. Taylor Gordon will check out, and Deja Blanks into the game. And Sam Loggins is back in for Utah Valley.
I think that was a defensive substitution for UVU, as Boise State is pretty big offensively right now.
Pawakoa with the old-fashioned three-pointer. Seals takes a screen from Mawini. Mawini pops out. They swing it around, and looks like there was a foul under the basket.
Not in the bonus though, so it will be a inbounds play for UVU. That's the 6th team foul committed by Boise State. Boise State offensively on the other end, they've made 4 of their last 4 shots.
Checking in for the Broncos is number 12, Kenna McDavis. They inbound the ball. Seals has it on the left wing. She is guarded by Childress. Seals attacks and commits an offensive foul.
Yep, that was a good idea by Seals, but the defender was clearly there. There's a replay here on the video board, and yes, number 44, Brooke Pawakoa, was definitely in the right position. Good call.
21-26. The Broncos currently in the lead. Spooner Knight playing some solid defense. Childress comes around and finds a corner. No, they kick it out to Shaw. Shaw with the deep 2, no good, and
that was a very good defensive possession. It was a turnover by Boise State, hit the bottom of the backboard, but they did a great job of running those shooters in the corner out of the spots they wanted to. Started with Mawini, then her player drove in, kicked it out. Loggins came out as well, forced a tough jumper. That's how you play defense.
Seals guarded by Childress. Has it right wing, now Spooner Knight straight away. They dump it down to Sam, and they commit a foul. So Sam will go to the line on 1-and-1. .412 left here in the first half. It's been a close one. Been a couple lead changes here.
Sam Loggins' free throw percentage on the year. There's room for improvement, 45%.
I think it may have just gone up to 46 on that make, Matt. She makes
beautiful looking
the
shot
first,
there.
Down 4.
Boise State's led by as many as 5.
No good on the second, 1 of 2, 22-26. 4:05 left in the first half. Childress bringing it down, guarded by Seals on the left wing. They kick it out. Little penetration, mid-range jumper off the front iron for Angle, no good. Rebounded by Blanks.
Nice rebound there by Blanks. Strong rebound.
Seals looks for a screen. They kick it out to Spooner Knight. She takes a 3. Oh, in and out. No good for Spooner Knight.
That's the 3rd shot UVU's had that's went halfway down and then popped back out.
Into the corner is Angle. Good defense by Deja Blanks. Angle pulls up her dribble. Oh, a nice little dish inside. And they get a second opportunity. Shaw is able to score off the glass on the left side.
28-22, 3 minutes to go. Boise State has been attacking the paint these last 10 minutes.
Seals right wing, and an offensive foul committed by Sam Loggins. So double bonus coming for the Broncos.
And that's 8 turnovers now, Kyle, for UVU.
That's 2 fouls for Loggins. 3 minutes left, 22-28. We're going to take a break and be right back on the WAC Digital Network. .306 left in the first half. Utah Valley down 22-28. Sam Loggins just committed her second personal foul, putting them in the double bonus. So we will get 2 free throws from the Broncos. Something I was looking at here, one of the big standouts here are the bench points. Boise State with 17 bench points, Utah Valley with 7.
Also, Boise State with 7 assists on 10 field goal makes. So they're doing a little bit better job at sharing the ball offensively. It's getting them some good looks.
And a corner 3 on the way, no good. Looked like there may have been a foul there, and a scramble for the ball ends up in a jump ball. I said earlier they were going to be in the double bonus. They will be next time, but on an offensive foul, you do not end up shooting. Weaver inbounds to Childress. Childress kicks it out. Childress back. Now Weaver has it on the right wing, guarded by Blanks. Angle with the 3 in and out. And a loose ball foul on the Broncos, so free throws coming, at least one of them for Utah Valley.
The Wolverines have ramped up their defensive intensity. Just a moment ago, Boise State had made 4 field goals in a row. Since then, they're one of their last 6. And now Norris is on the free throw line. On the season, Carly Norris is a 56% free throw shooter.
Norris with 4 rebounds in the game, so doing what she does best. Spooner Knight quietly having a nice game with 6 rebounds to lead the team in rebounds. She also has 4 points. Free throw no good for Norris. Childress bringing the ball up, guarded by Seals. Weaver with the step back 3 off the front iron, yes, and an over the back call on Shaw. So Norris will go to the line once more.
No one on this team does a better job of being in the right position, rebounding wise, than Carly Norris. Always in the right spot. And that foul, the reason it was committed is because Norris boxed her out all the way out to the free throw line. Look how much space there is. There's no way that Boise State player is getting that rebound.
Norris' free throw is good. 23-28. She'll have another. It will be double bonus the rest of the way for both teams in this first half. Second free throw good. Cuts the lead to 4. Pressure by the Wolverines. They're able to break it.
Oh,
and
yes.
Deja Blanks comes up from behind, accidentally bumps into Brooke Pawakoa and commits the foul.
That'll be Blank's first personal foul. That's the danger you risk when playing fast breaks. Sometimes you do force turnovers, other times you leave the basket unprotected, and Boise State broke the press, and now they're on the free throw line because of it.
I think that was a smart play by Pawakoa. You know, pulling up a little bit. That's something you see Steve Nash do a lot. He'll be driving to the basket, and sometimes he'll pull up and he'll feel his defender's body on his back, and sometimes he'll get bumped, and it forces him to commit a foul. So I thought that was a smart play. She makes both free throws. 30-24. 2:20 left here in the first half. Seals guarded by Rodriguez at midcourt. Looking for the handoff for Spooner Knight, can't find it. Mawhinney has it. Back to Seals. Seals driving left. Deja Blanks pulls up for mid-range. Off the back iron, no good. But Seals ends up with it. Blanks has it in the left corner. Shot clock reset, 25. Seals tries dumping it down to Spooner Knight, and she loses it out of bounds.
UVU has had issues offensively for about the last 15 minutes. They're only shooting 26%. They have 7 field goals. They made 3 right out of the chute with Mawhinney. So they only have 4 field goals over the last 12 minutes. And I think the issue is ball movement.
Weaver hits the step back J, extending that lead to 8, 24-32.
Largest lead now for Boise State with 8.
Mawhinney has it left wing. Now Spooner Knight straight away. Spooner Knight does a little crossover, second crossover, spin move, and gets it to rattle home.
That is a nice play there by Rhea, not an easy shot.
Blanks nearly gets called for a foul. Rodriguez has it on the three-point line, but she does a little jab step before the dribble, so a travel. 26-32 with just under a minute, 57 seconds left. Both teams in the double bonus now. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network. Just kidding, we're going to stick around for this. Matt, what's standing out to you so far from this game?
Oh, so many things have been standing out to me. I think that UVU, what's really stood out to me is just how do I say this? Lack of ball movement is how I say it, really.
A lot of isolation going on.
A lot of isolation, a lot of turnovers, and they just need to get back to what they did in the first couple minutes. Swing that ball around, find the open player, and take a high-quality shot.
46 seconds on the clock. Seals.
I think UVU's looking for a 2-for-1 here. They're going to have to shoot within the next 6 seconds if they want it.
Seals tries going up with the left hand, and she is blocked, and it's gathered up by the Broncos. Rodriguez has it, pushing it up the left side.
Just like that, now it's the Broncos.
Weaver with the deep 3 off the front iron, rebounded by Blanks. Coach Nixon yelling at them for 1 shot, so it looks like they're going to hold for the last shot.
They will not be able to take this game clock down to 0, though. There's a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot clock is not working. Surprised that the refs haven't noticed it.
5 seconds. Spooner Knight has it. Mid-range jumper, air ball, but Mawhinney gathers it up with the reverse layup at the buzzer.
And I'd be ticked off if I was Boise State, because that should have been a shot clock violation. There was 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. The shot clock would have went off if it didn't get stuck at 22 in the middle of that offensive possession. So UVU, the recipients of a benefit there. You'll take any points.
Oh yeah, cutting the 6-point lead to a 4-point lead is pretty big. So 28-32 at the half. Leading the way for the Wolverines is Rebecca Mawhinney with 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting. She's made 3 from the land of plenty. And leading the way for the Broncos, there's 2 players with 7 points, Weaver and Askew. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back after this halftime. We'll be back on the WAC Digital Network. Stick around.
scholarships by ordering a UVU license plate online at uvualumni.org/UVUplay.
We're about a minute and a half away from the beginning of the second half, the beginning of the end of this matchup against the Broncos of Idaho State. Utah Valley here hosting in the PE building. First half was very interesting. The Wolverines got off to a very hot start off of some blistering hot three-point shooting from Rebecca Mawhinney, who went 3 of 5 in the first half from distance. Also had a reverse layup at the buzzer to end the first half, so she leads all scorers with 11 points. Utah Valley, that turnover number has gotten up to pretty much average. They have 9 turnovers in the first half, not what you would want as a team, so hopefully they can tighten up their offense, get a little bit more assists there. Only 3 assists as a team with 9 turnovers. Boise State with 7 assists to their 6 turnovers, so they're looking pretty decent in that aspect.
One of the players who has played well, but it doesn't necessarily reflect on the stat sheet, is Mariah Seals. She only has 2 points on 1 of 9 shooting. She's done a good job at getting to the rim. They just haven't went down for her.
Yeah. She had a couple where they were blocked or she got fouled, but like you said, a little too strong off the backboard, trickling off the front of the rim.
And for Boise State, it's been kind of surprising to see that Weaver only has 7 points. She had 28 a few nights ago against Idaho State. UVU's done a great job of keeping her in check. The leading scorers for the Broncos, Weaver at 7 and Askew at 7. For the Wolverines, it's Mawhinney at 11.
Spooner Knight with 6 points and 6 rebounds. So I'm sure the Wolverines would love to get her going offensively. Carly Norris has it. She goes right at her defender and she's blocked, but hit on the head. So good defensive play, but a foul committed in the process. Number 24 commits the foul. That was Redmond.
Another good start for UVU. Norris was perfect on her trip to the free throw line in the first half.
Still is. Makes the first, 29-32, lead down to 3. In right now for the Wolverines, Spooner Knight, Norris, Mawhinney, as Norris makes the second, Tostin and Seals as well. Pressure coming. Engel with the ball. Engel gives it to Childress, guarded by Seals. Engel picked up by Tostin, hand off to Childress. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Weaver, nice little pass to Childress, or to Engel, excuse me. Childress takes the 3, off the front iron, no good, but a foul under the basket. Mawhinney looks like she pushed someone in the back. So a loose ball foul, and the Broncos will get it under the basket. 2-point lead for the Broncos with 19:24 left in the game.
3 players have 3 fouls, 2 for Boise State and 1 for UVU. It's Tostin with 3.
3-pointer no good, but an offensive rebound picked up by Engel. 3 on the way, back iron no good, another offensive rebound, still no good. Make that another offensive rebound, and no good again. And Seals comes up with it. Some sloppy play there. Carly Norris still down by the basket. Looks like she may be injured, so timeout called. Hopefully she's okay.
Let's hope it's not a shot to the head, as she missed several games last year due to a concussion. Do not want to see that again from Norris.
Hopefully she's okay. She's walking off. Great effort by Norris there to gather up that rebound and give it to Seals. Norris hears the applause from the crowd. She's able to walk off. Hopefully she will be okay. If we have an update, we'll give it to you later. Mawhinney inbounds to Seals. Seals finds Rebecca Mawhinney around that 18-foot range, looking to pass, can't find it. Seals has it on the left wing. Loggins fighting for position. Spooner Knight pulls up for a mid-range, off the front iron, no good, rebounded by number 44, that is Pauakoa.
I think Boise State has adjusted defensively in getting out on the long-range shooters. So UVU is going to need to find some points inside the paint.
Bucket good for Boise State, extending the lead back to 4. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Utah Valley will maintain possession. Here we go. 18-14 left to go in the game. Spooner Knight to inbound. She gets it to Seals. Screen coming by Loggins. Seals looking inside, and a hand-checking foul by Engel.
34-30, UVU still hanging tough. Like I said a moment ago, I'd love to see some post touches to Loggins. As Askew has 2 personal fouls, get a few more on her.
Mawini gets it into Seals in the backcourt. Spooner Knight gets the ball. Does a little jab step, pulls back, calls for Mawini, hands it off. Mawini goes at the basket. Looks like there was some contact, no call. Loggins tipping the ball around. Spooner Knight has it.
I liked the attack from Mawini. If she wants to get that 3-point opportunity open again, she needs to put the ball on the floor.
Loggins sets a nice pick. Tostin goes with the left hand, no good. Loggins too deep to get the rebound. Childress pushing the ball, she pulls back. Engel goes right at Seals. Nice little pass inside, no good. Boise State having a hard time getting the ball in the hoop from close distance.
Askew should have taken a dribble. She was kind of
had a lot of space.
She was in that weird zone, which is probably too short. Nice play there to Sam Loggins. That's what they need, some low post scoring.
Mawini with the nice pass from the baseline. 2-point lead, 34-32, under 17 to play. Weaver guarded by Spooner Knight. Weaver comes around a curl, and she pulls up from mid-range, and it's good. Weaver with the hot hand.
Let's go, sprint!
Nice J there from Weaver. Can't defend that. She's too tall at the 3 guard or forward, depending on what offense you're in.
Yeah. Spooner Knight has it left wing. Mawini straight away, now Seals right wing. Tostin has it, top of the key. And they find Spooner Knight for a mid-range jumper, and it's good.
Nice play there by Spooner Knight. She took that shot in rhythm, and good play from Tostin to give her a pass that could turn into a good shot.
We've seen a lot of isolation with Tostin, so that was nice. Looks like it could have been an offensive foul. Askew created a lot of space pushing Loggins back, but she missed the shot, and Loggins rebounded it.
Yep. Mariah Seals there was not aware. She is a freshman, let's keep that in mind. But because it took so long to get her the basketball after the rebound, she should have sprinted up and past the midcourt line. Not paying attention, turns into a turnover.
It's got to drive you nuts as a coach if you get a little bit of momentum going and then something like that happens. Does that count as a turnover?
It does count as a turnover, and I'd also count that as just a freshman mistake. That's something that will come over time, being aware of the scenario. 36-34, but that is a costly turnover with an opportunity for UVU to tie or have taken the lead on that offensive possession, but now they're going to need to play tight defense.
15:54 left, and we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
I had an idea. Lots of people have ideas, but engaged learning helped me develop my idea and make it real. And now with sales over $1 million, best assignment ever.
Utah Valley down 2, 34-36. A lot of time left. 15:54 left in the game. Not many fouls committed yet either. 1 team foul for Utah Valley and 2 for Boise State. Boise State to inbound. They get the ball to Childress. Childress crosses midcourt, guarded by Seals on the right wing. They're looking to dump it down. They have to swing it out, and Weaver takes a 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Taylor Gordon.
Good, strong rebound from Gordon.
Seals nearly gets it stolen away, but Childress bounces the ball off of her foot, so a nice break for Utah Valley. Spooner Knight to inbound.
Can't have another turnover here. Good play there.
She finds Mawhinney.
Good play there by Mawhinney to step up and take that inbounds pass. A lot of communication errors offensively for UVU right now.
Mawhinney has it straight away. Doesn't take the 3. Spooner Knight has it. She pulls the trigger quick. No good, but another offensive rebound for Utah Valley. Gordon calls for it on the left wing, guarded by Weaver.
Mismatch here. Weaver has a lot of size on Gordon.
Gordon kicks it back out to Seals. 15 on the shot clock. Seals takes a screen and goes up with the left hand, a scooping layup, and she scores.
Nice to see that one go in for Seals. In that first half, they were rolling off, so maybe that'll give her a little confidence. Good attack there from Seals.
Tie game at 36 apiece. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Mawhinney gets the board. Could have been a foul. No call.
6 rebounds now from Mawhinney. Really stepped up her game defensively, 11 and 6.
Mawhinney hands off to Seals. 14 and a half left to go. Gordon has it. Kicks it out to Loggins. Loggins takes a dribble in. Spooner Knight takes a corner 3. No good. But another offensive rebound. Seals with a wide open 3. It's good!
Big time bucket for Seals. And Wolverines have taken their first lead since early in the first half.
Weaver has a right wing guarded by Spooner Knight. Takes a screen. She has a mismatch on Gordon. Spooner Knight back there. Weaver tacking the basket.
Which way is it going to go?
And an offensive foul! Mawhinney sacrificing the body.
Wasn't sure which way that one was going to go. The ref,
the official, he built up that anticipation.
Boise State's coach cannot believe it. Gordy Presnell, his 10th season. And that was a call that could have went either way.
Yes, it could have. 3-point lead for Utah Valley. Full court press coming. Seals gets it across midcourt, guarded by Rodriguez.
I'd like to see a 3-pointer here. See if the momentum is really in your favor and capitalize when you can. They've got to look.
Gordon pulls the trigger. It's good! Another big 3 for Utah Valley, forcing the Broncos to take a timeout, 42-36.
Where's my credit? Huh? I've made 2 great predictions today. Mawhinney and that 3.
But they're the ones who shot the ball, so I'm giving all the praise to them.
You're right, fair enough. Big swing of momentum here for UVU. They're up 6. That is a tie for their largest lead of the game. They led by 6, 11-5, very early on in the first half. And man, they're playing the kind of basketball now that they were at the beginning of the game.
Shooting 71% as a team.
They already have
three-point land.
They already have more assists in the second half than they did in the first. 7 for the game. They had 3 at the break, 4 right now. Like I said, good passing leads to good offense. And right now they're sharing the ball and nailing some open shots. It's fun to see, specifically because it's UVU, but in general, it's fun to see good team basketball when the ball is moving around and people are hitting open J's, and that's what we're seeing right now from UVU. On the other end of the floor, Boise State is in a rut. 1 of their last 5, and they've only scored 4 points in 6.5 minutes.
Can Utah Valley keep the pedal to the metal? They are on a 10-0 run over the last 3 minutes or so. This is when you keep, I want to give you just keep the gas down.
Keep
really.
on.
I was going to use an analogy that might get me in trouble, but I'm not going to do that. 35 rebounds for Utah Valley and 14 offensive boards.
More importantly, though, I like the 21 defensive boards. They're limiting those second chance points for Boise State.
Utah Valley's there for their points. Utah Valley's there for the second chance opportunities for themselves, too.
UVU has 16 second chance points, Boise State with 7.
The Broncos inbound it on the baseline. They break the press easily, but Norris is there to meet.
Oh, good D. Good defense from Carly Norris. She was not fooled by the hesitation dribble.
Usually you see the defender get dropped on a crossover, but the person with the ball kind of fell over. So
it's also important to note that it looks like Norris is okay after
it's good
getting a little banged up a few minutes ago.
Rodriguez has the ball guarded by the freshman Taylor Gordon. They give it out to Askew on the three-point line. And a mid-range jumper off the back iron.
I've really been impressed with the defensive rebounding from Gordon. She's made an effort in the second half to chip in on the rebound. She has 3 already.
Seals.
Ooh, a step back 3.
It was actually a deep 2, but no good. And Blanks nearly came up with it, but Rodriguez snatched it right out of her hands. Rodriguez goes right at the basket and scores off the glass.
Nice play there. She typically looks to get others involved, but wisely, she had a lane and took it.
Seals brings it across midcourt on the right side. Gordon has it, comes around a screen. Spooner Knight out to the corner. Deja Blanks pulls back, and she takes a mid-range, and she's fouled.
I didn't love the shot selection, but I do love the trip to the free throw line.
She does a really good job. I mean, yeah, there was contact, but she does a fantastic job of selling it as well. That's 14 fouls on the Broncos.
3 fouls for Redmond and 3 for McDavis.
First free throw is good. 43-38, 12 and a half to go. Second free throw on the way, and it rattles home. 2 for 2 from the free throw line that trip. 44-38. Mawini checks in for Deja Blanks. Weaver to inbound. They get it into Askew. Back to Weaver. Utah Valley abandons the press, and Rodriguez brings it across midcourt. Weaver has it on the left wing. They look to dump it down to Askew, but a foul away from the ball.
You got 42. Tell you got 44.
Looks like the foul was committed by Carly Norris. Broncos inbound on the baseline. They get it into Askew. Rodriguez has it on the three-point line straight away. And a three-pointer on the way from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound handled by Rodriguez. Wide open for Weaver, it's good. Three-pointer for Weaver.
Weaver with 12 points for Boise State. Kind of quiet first half for Weaver, but she's made her mark here in the second.
Seals working her way around the perimeter, pulls back straight away. Gordon has it left wing, guarded by Reinhardt. Spooner Knight has it, looking for Norris, can't find her. Shot clock down to 6. Seals has it. Shot clock ticking away, and
play.
Great defense by the Broncos. Rodriguez has it on the left side, pushing it down. Now another corner 3 on the way, and good. This time by number 44, Brooke Pawakoa. Tie game just like that.
Some big momentum swings in the second half. UVU had the first one. Now Boise State is in the middle of a 6-0 run.
Mawini finds an open 3. Good!
Mawini with 14. She's made 4 3-pointers.
Goodness gracious, the three-point game. They find Askew deep. Too much for Norris.
By Norris not to commit a foul. She was already giving up 4 inches defensively. No need to turn that into a three-point play.
10:45 left. Utah Valley up 47-46. Seals takes a screen. Mawini pops out again. Nice little pass to a cutting Norris.
Mawini, I love the game. Versatile player. Great pass. Nice finish.
Weaver throws the ball into the stands. A little miscommunication there. Turnover by the Broncos and a timeout called by the Broncos. Immediate timeout, excuse me. 49-46. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back on the WAC Digital Network.
We pursue excellence in the classroom and strive to achieve our potential. We compete on the field with integrity,
On the court with respect. And in the pool with distinction.
We are strong leaders in our community and gain values from our biggest fans.
We continue the legacy of commitment to our universities, to our coaches, to our teammates, and most importantly to you.
We learn, we compete, we inspire.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
People talk about college like you're in some kind of bubble. Like there's college, and then there's the real world. Hey, this is UVU. You're not just reading about it or watching someone else do it. This is engaged learning. At the certificate, associate's, bachelor's, or master's level, you're in the real world every day.
Coming out of the break, Utah Valley leads 49-46 with 10.5 to go.
Some nice performances from a couple players for UVU up to this point. Mawhinney, obviously on top of that with 14 and 6. Also, I like the play of Rhea Spooner-Knight, 8 points. Carly Norris with 6 and 7. Rhea also with 7 rebounds. Doing a nice job here. UVU with 6 assists already in this half. That's twice as many as they had in the first.
You know, you've been playing this broken record, saying that they need to move the ball around more and they'll get more quality looks, and they have done that. Mawhinney has it in the right corner, comes around a screen, pulls back, finds a cutting Spooner-Knight, short on the shot though. Loggins tries to track it down, and
that's
the Wolverines lose it out.
You just don't practice those a lot.
That baseline 5-footer.
Yeah, just when you're not able to take a layup and you're forced to take a jump shot from that close, it's just a tricky thing.
10 to play here. Utah Valley up 3, 49-46. Rodriguez swings it out to the left side. Weaver. Rodriguez has it in the corner for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Gordon. Seals nearly loses it. 2-on-1. Nice pass from Seals to Spooner-Knight. Engel gives it to Rodriguez. Weaver has it. Rodriguez in the corner. Does a little pump fake, goes at the basket, kicks it out to Engel. Now Weaver has it straight away.
She prefers the pass. Rodriguez. You can leave her alone on those threes.
Engel with a nice little kind of pick and roll gives it to number 24, Redmond, and Redmond is fouled going to the basket.
Loggins now with 3 personal fouls.
Was not a shooting foul though, so the Broncos will get the ball on the baseline. A little slow to get it out. Askew with the little short-range jumper, rattles about every part of the rim and pops out, and Rodriguez manages to gather it up. Rodriguez has a look. She drives to the basket. They find an open Engel, does a little jump step, no good, and a lot of bodies hitting each other, no foul call. Gordon called for the loose ball foul as she kind of crashes into Rodriguez.
I loved the defensive play there from Mawhinney though, because she was able to close out on that shooter, forcing her inside. Unfortunate, UVU couldn't clean up the defensive rebound, but that's what they need to do, run shooters off the line.
They find a corner 3, open, in and out, no good. Loggins comes up with the rebound.
Boise State has changed their defensive philosophy here. They're going half-court man rather than full court.
Spooner-Knight running the point. Now Gordon has it in the left corner. They dump it down to Norris. Her defender is a little too big and blocks it, but Mawhinney gathers it up. Spooner-Knight has it straight away, calls a play. Good screen by Loggins, and Spooner Knight finds a lane to the hoop and scores high off the glass.
Nice play there. The defender fell down, and she took advantage. Largest lead of the game for UVU at 7.
Weaver pulls up for a deep two-point shot, no good. Mawini comes up with another rebound. That's 8 for her.
Closing in on a double-double. Gordon pushing the issue and draws a block. Interested to see if this is a shooting foul or not.
Players are lining up, so it looks that way.
Gordon thought she was shooting, but I don't believe it is. Yep.
And Coach Nixon
looks like
making
the officials are going to chat about this. It depends what game you're playing, because NBA, that was definitely a shooting foul, but I think in the college game, that probably won't go as a shooting foul.
Nope, so Utah Valley to inbound on the baseline. Norris gives it to Seals. Out to Mawini in the corner. Seals has it straight away. She's attacking the basket with the left. There was some contact, no call. Mawini with the steal.
Ooh.
Seals has the ball in the left wing. Pulls back to call a play.
I wouldn't have minded a transition pull-up 3 there from Rebecca.
Norris has the ball. She attacks the basket and is blocked out of bounds. Utah Valley will get it back. Great block by Redmond.
She is a sensational defensive player. 5 rebounds already, and I think that's her 3rd block. Don't quote me, but I think that was
at least
her 3rd block. Yeah,
at least her 3rd block. 7.5 minutes left in the game. Utah Valley leads 53-46. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network. Seven and a half minutes to go in the game. Utah Valley up with their largest lead of the game. 7 points, 53-46. We were talking about Redmond and her great defensive play. She actually has 5 blocks tonight, and she's had 3 of those 5 blocks in the last 3 minutes, so she's been an absolute beast. Seals guarded by Rodriguez. 8 on the shot clock. Seals has the ball. Has it on the left wing. Norris is going to have to, she finds Mawini for a 3, and it goes off the top of the backboard. So a shot clock violation.
That is a tough position to be in as an offensive player, shot clock going down.
You kind of assume that your teammate's going to pull the trigger, and all of a sudden you get hit in the chest with the ball, and you just got to throw it out there.
Yep.
Rodriguez dumps it down to Askew. Ooh, and a blocking foul. Mawini takes a shot and hits the floor. That is the 5th team foul on Utah Valley, each team with 5 team fouls. 2 free throws coming for Askew. First one in and out.
Harley Rhea! You can! That's a good shooter!
A lot of people with some solid rebounding from Utah Valley. Mawini with 8, Norris with 7, Spooner Knight with 7, Loggins with 6. Doing a solid job rebounding the ball. Seals is able to break the press. She pushes the ball up Takes it all the way off the backboard. Loggins puts it back and scores, and the foul.
Great play there by Loggins. I thought that Seals pushed the issue. She did not have the numbers, but the rebound came off the back iron a little long into the lap of Loggins, who has a chance to turn it into a three-point play.
7 minutes left here in the game. Loggins can make it 56. And she does. 9-point lead for Utah Valley. Deja Blanks checks in for Sam Loggins. And Gordon checks in for Rebecca Mawhinney. Shaw to inbound.
Boise State is in the middle of a drought. They're one of the last 6.
Good job breaking the press. Shaw has the ball in the left wing. Rodriguez has it straight away, picked up by Blanks. Shaw left wing. They give it to Weaver. She has been shooting the ball well today. Picked up by Norris. They kick it out to a corner 3 from Shaw. It's on the way and good. Cutting the lead to 6.
That was a bad defensive possession, Kyle. Not only was she open in that corner, but the other corner was wide open. There were some switches that weren't made. Some people, I think, were just confused by all the pick and roll that happened at the beginning of that possession.
Spooner Knight has the ball straight away. Now Seals left wing, guarded by Rodriguez. Good screen by Norris. Seals with the crossover and the pull-up J off the front iron, no good.
Got to get back to passing. Swing that baby around until someone gets a quality look.
Shaw finds Askew under the basket. Beautiful pass and great court vision.
That is unfortunate. They were up 9 a moment ago, and now it's only a 4-point lead, all because of some defensive miscommunication, but that is a big answer from Blanks.
Blanks with a little shake and bake in the baseline jumper. 58-52. And a blocking foul. Rodriguez forces Norris to commit the foul. That is Norris's 3rd personal. Now 4 Wolverines have 3 fouls.
Mawhinney and Loggins back in for UVU. They had a quick breather, but they're just too valuable not to be in the end of this game.
And a wide open 3 coming for Rodriguez. No good. Mawhinney tries to track it down, but steps out in the process. 5.5 to go.
Be ready right here. In the stance, Tay, pitch up. Scoot up to the shooter, Taylor.
A lot of coaching going on next to us. I think UVU can sense an opportunity here. Really would like to capitalize and get this win.
Jumper no good for Weaver, but Seals did a great job tracking down the rebound. Mawhinney has it on the right wing. They swing it around to Seals, who pulls back straight away.
It's a big offensive possession, Kyle. A chance to extend that lead back to 8.
Spooner Knight calls a play, has it at the 3-point line. 8 on the shot clock. Mawhinney has it at the 3-point line. Spooner Knight pulls the trigger from deep and good! Spooner Knight with a 3.
And I'm 3 for 3.
61-52, lead back up to 9. Just under 5 minutes left. Rodriguez, right wing. They find Redmond deep under the hoop, and she gets an and-one opportunity.
I do not know about that. But Redmond, regardless of what I think, finishes what could be a 3-point play.
Ladies, just switch that if we need to switch it.
61-54, Kyle. Both teams struggling defensively right now. Who's going to go cold? Who's going to ride this hot streak to a win?
Neither team has turned the ball over a whole lot. Utah Valley finished with 9 turnovers in the first half, only 10, so 1 turnover.
Both teams are shooting well right now. Who's going to go cold, like I said?
Gordon comes around a screen and a foul committed. So that's 17 fouls, so both teams are in the bonus now. Gordon will get at least 1 free throw.
And Gordon on the year, Kyle, is their best free throw shooter if you take into account that she's taken double-digit free throws. 9 of 10 on the year. Do the math at home, but if you don't, that's 90%.
First free throw off the iron. Matt, you shouldn't have said anything. Rodriguez, they push the ball up and lose it out of bounds. So nice break for the Wolverines. 4.5 to go. 4:29. 61-54. Spooner Knight has it. They find Seals pushing it up the left side. Mawhinney has a look for three. Fakes the three.
Probably a smart play there to take a little more clock down.
Yes. Seals has it right wing. She takes a screen from Loggins. And she's looking to attack. She misses the layup, but she will get free throws, whether or not it's shooting. Yep, it was shooting, so she will get 2 free throws.
Seals with 7 points. She's been relentless at attacking the basket today. Just had a few of those come right off the rim. She's only 3 of 16 shooting. But these are 2 big free throws here to push the lead back up to 9.
Something I don't really understand is when Gordon had that shot earlier when she was fouled and they didn't call it shooting, she got bumped, and then because she got bumped, she was shooting as she was falling backwards. Seals gets fouled, takes a couple more steps afterwards, and then they give her the shooting foul.
I think the difference, Kyle, is as the official made an explanation to me a moment ago. Pretty silent in here, so we can hear in those scenarios. But her explanation was in Gordon's scenario, she hadn't gathered her motion into a shooting motion, whereas Seals was already making an attack at the rim. So I think you got to take into account, are they driving to the bucket with the intent to score or not?
That makes sense. The official put me in my place. 62-54. Utah Valley currently leads by 8 with under 4 to play.
Sam Loggins with 7 points, 7 rebounds, and she is in serious foul trouble with 4 personal fouls. So UVU has 5 players in foul trouble. Loggins with 4, and then 4 players with 3. Mawhinney, Gordon, Norris, and Tostin can't afford Mawhinney to foul out of this game. For Boise State, they have 2 in foul trouble, Redmond and McDavis with 3 apiece. This has been an exciting second half.
It's been extremely exciting, and I love that Spooner Knight has been more aggressive offensively. Now leads all scorers with 15 points, 7 of 17 shooting. And she had a 3. I think that's her first 3-pointer all year.
Why don't we look?
Let's take a look.
Are you confident?
Yes, I'm confident that that's her first 3-pointer of the year.
You are correct. Rhea Spooner Knight, 1 of 2 on the year. Can you name the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players who have made 3s on the season?
Five other players that have made
5
threes.
other players have made a 3
this year.
Rhea just made her first ever 3-pointer.
Seals, Mawhinney.
Slow down. Seals and Mawhinney. That's correct. Ding, ding.
Gordon.
Gordon has made 1. Yes. 2
Tostin.
more. Tostin. There is 1 more player. This is going to be tricky.
Megan Smith.
Wow. That's impressive. You know your women's basketball.
Yes, I do.
Do you remember that Megan Smith 3-pointer?
I do remember it.
Impressive.
It was a corner 3.
Wow. Some credibility gained with that little trivia during the timeout.
Carly! You and Becca!
Shout out to Lori for sprinting down the scores table to alert us that that was Rhea Spooner Knight's first career 3-pointer. Her second attempt on the season.
Free throw rattles home for Askew, cutting the lead to 7. She will get 1 more.
It's going to come down to execution offensively. Kyle, Utah Valley has been not flawless, but very close to. Only 1 turnover here in the second half. It needs to continue if they want to take this one home.
6-point lead. Spooner Knight has the ball. They got to get it across midcourt. She does. Hands off to Seals. Gordon had a wide open look under the basket, but Seals could not find her there. Seals with the ball, right on the logo on the left wing.
I'd like to see a Seals drive and a kick out for 3.
6 on the shot clock. Seals kicks it out to Spooner Knight. She takes a deep 2, and it rattles home! Takes a very high bounce, finds its way to the bottom of the net.
Rhea Spooner Knight, 5 points. The last 5 for UVU. She has 17.
Shaw with the ball.
Got to get out.
They kick it out to number 12 for the 3. No good. In and out. Rebounded by Weaver. Rodriguez does not pull the trigger, and they kick it out to number 12, McDavis. No good on the 3.
I do not know about that. She was boxing out, tried to pin her underneath the basket. Winnie called for the loose ball foul. That's her 4th personal, but I don't agree with that one bit. When you're boxing someone out, Kyle, you have the right to move them.
With your back. As long as you're doing it right, you can do it.
Yes, and that is what I saw, but official saw something else.
Askew makes the first free throw, so she'll get one more. Coach Nixon wants to call timeout, so 64-57, 2:57 left in the game. Utah Valley in a nice position.
Not a good call at all. The replay is on here in the PE building. Just a routine box out. And it kind of made Askew as she tried to, it could have been offensive because she was trying to go over the back for the rebound and kind of looked funny doing it. Drew the foul. I don't agree one bit. 64-57. And that's a costly foul because Mawhinney now is on the brink of fouling out. One more foul, Mawhinney's done. And she has been very good today. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 dimes as well. Shooting a high percentage.
5 of 9 from the floor. You can't ask for more than that.
No, you cannot.
So hopefully Mawhinney can still play quality defense without fouling. Because if it comes down to crunch time, they're going to want her in the game.
Absolutely.
Askew will get one more free throw. On its way and rattles home. Cuts the lead to 6, 64-58. Mawhinney to inbound, finds Seals. The Broncos back off of the press, so Seals will get it across midcourt. Seals was looking for Gordon. The ball is stripped away. Seals tries to grab it, but Rodriguez ends up with it.
Turnovers.
Rodriguez has it. Shaw has it straight away. Weaver guarded by Spooner Knight.
Rodriguez was all alone in the right corner. Boise State could not locate her.
Rodriguez
Driving
attacking.
Kick. Ooh, good ball movement by
Shaw
Boise.
with an open look. Off the back iron. No one there to rebound, though, so Rodriguez tracks it down. 2:10 left to go. They find...
Oh, good defensive play there.
Play, ball knocked out. And
Gordon
it
changed the shot. Boise State will have it, but Gordon altered the shot there, forcing Boise State to reset offensively.
Rodriguez finds Engel in the corner. Engel swings it across to Weaver. Ooh. Weaver with the crossover. Now Rodriguez with an open 3. No good. Mawhinney comes up with the board. Good box out.
One more rebound for Mawhinney. She'll have a double-double.
Under 2 minutes to go. 1:45. Seals gives it to Mawhinney on the left wing. Mawhinney looking to pass. And a 5-second call. She did not get the ball off.
I don't get it. There was plenty of space in between her and the defender. Makes no sense. If you're gonna call that, the defender needs to be in the face of the offensive player. When there are 2 and 3 feet between offensive and defensive player, you cannot make that call. I don't understand. I don't blame Mawhinney at all for that. I wouldn't have assumed that I was getting counted down in that scenario.
1:38 left in the game. Utah Valley with a 6-point lead. Nice little cushion there, but Boise State, they are no chumps. You've got to continue playing good defense. What is the key, Matt? What is the key for Utah Valley to come out victorious?
Offensive execution. End of story. They get good. They don't have to make shots. They just have to They have to take good shots. If they limit the turnovers and take good shots, I think UVU's going to win.
Engel takes a screen. Shaw has it. They find a cutting Askew under the basket, and she scores. Mawhinney looking to inbound the ball. Oh, Coach Nixon was calling for a timeout, but the officials do not give it to her.
Got some very questionable calls here down the end of this game. Nixon clearly called timeout before that 5-second violation. Ref did not grant it, and then the ref on the other side of the floor called the violation. Now Boise State in business.
Seals gets a hand on the ball. It goes out of bounds. Very controversial. Angle to inbound. She finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez gives it to Shaw on the right wing. Shaw takes a screen.
They went for the back door again, but Norris took it away.
Rodriguez dumps it down to Askew. They try kicking it out, and Utah Valley gets the ball.
Steve, seriously, you're not going to give me that timeout when you know I'm going to call it? You're standing right here? Oh, I know, but I got to make sure that she has it. Of course she has it.
Looking to inbound is Mawini. She finds Seals.
Seals is a speedster.
Seals gets across midcourt, and Coach Nixon is awarded a timeout this time. 59.5 seconds left. Utah Valley up 4.
Still hot about that timeout. Luckily, that turnover did not result in a Boise State bucket, so controversy averted.
It was almost beneficial to Utah Valley because time ran off the clock. So, but still, I mean, you got to understand her frustration there.
100%. 64-60. This offensive possession, I believe, will determine this basketball game if they can get a quality shot off, because I say that understanding that UVU is likely going to drain these 26 seconds on the shot clock. So minus, if you take a shot at about 23-24, you're down to 35 seconds. Miss or make, you've drained half of the remaining game time, and you still have a 2-point lead. Turnover, though, which leads to a quick bucket on the other end,
you're in big
everything.
trouble.
Yeah.
So I agree, you want to milk some of that clock, but you have to be very alert as you're doing it. You can't just hold the ball and expect Boise State not to go for a steal.
Yeah, and apparently if you're within 3 feet defensively, that'll trigger the timer on the 5-second violation.
Spooner Knight gets the inbound pass, looking to hand off to Seals. Can't find her, though.
Ooh, that was close to 5.
Mawini has the ball.
Boise State's really extended their defense here, Kyle. No one under the basket. 8 on the shot clock.
Seals has it on the 3-point line. And she's attacking the basket, goes up with the left.
Oh, big offensive possession.
Good vision. UVU's got to get back, though.
No threes.
30 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds. Rodriguez has it on the baseline. They kick it out. Weaver does not pull the trigger.
She had a look.
They kick it out to Shaw. Shaw goes back. No
good
three-point
defensive
attempt.
possession by UVU.
And a 3 on the way. No good. Utah Valley's going to win this one. 10 seconds on the clock. Spooner Knight has it.
They're not fouling yet, and 7.5 seconds left. This will be the biggest win of the year so far.
Absolutely.
For UVU. (66-60). That was an exceptional.
I love
final defensive possession.
It was so great, and they didn't foul.
Yes.
If they would have fouled, that would have been double bonus for Boise State, so that could have been very costly. Now Spooner Knight at the free throw line.
And it is not easy to dig deep. Everyone's tired at this point of the game. To play 25 seconds of good defense, rotating and getting out on the 3-point line.
Spooner Knight hits the free throw, so she will get one more. Spooner Knight's second free throw is good. 8-point lead, 7.5 seconds left. Rodriguez pulls it across midcourt. Engel has it right wing. And the clock runs out, and Utah Valley has won the game.
Big win for Utah Valley, and that's the first time Boise State has lost a game this year when they had 3 players in double figures. UVU, let's run through the lineup here. Seals had 10 points. 4 assists. Mawini, 14 and 9. We'll be talking with her in a moment. Norris with 6 and 8. Spooner Knight, 19 and 8. Huge second half for Rhea Spooner Knight. Toston with no points, 2 assists. Gordon, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Blank, 7 points off the bench, 2 rebounds. And Loggins with 7 and 7.
And I think one of the most impressive things, well, of course they won the game, but Utah Valley only committed 13 turnovers today when they average 18. They had 9 turnovers at the end of the first half and then only committed 4 in the second. I absolutely love it.
They were exceptional offensively and defensively in the second half. Minimal turnovers, like you said. (68-60) is the final. I'm in the way.
Getting some nice hand slapping.
Bizarre. Awesome win for UVU. Ends a little skid. And I think it's safe to say that strong second half performance the other night carried over here tonight. They had that lapse in the first half, Kyle. But UVU delivered in the second.
So who do you want to interview?
It's up to you.
You can interview Mawini, okay?
All right. Congratulations, Rebecca. Let me be the first to say I love your game.
Thank you.
Did you just have the hot hand today? You came out hot.
I don't know, I guess so.
Fair enough. What was talked about at halftime? Because at the end of that first half, it looked like you guys were struggling offensively, and then second half, totally different.
Yeah, we just wanted to try and get the momentum before halftime so we could have it going in, and just to keep the momentum and chip away, gain a lead, I guess.
What do you think your team is going to gain from this win?
Just a lot of confidence. I mean, after coming out so poorly on Tuesday, we felt like we had a lot to come out and prove today, especially against Boise State, who's a good team. So
only room for improvement. You missed out on that double-double by 1 rebound.
Oh, I had no idea.
So
but
close.
We got the win.
14-9. Thank you, Rebecca. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Did you run to them? Okay, thank you. She got one, I think.
Coach, she's got a sweaty headset for you again, but it's the good kind. Coach, congrats on this win.
Thank you.
Probably one of your toughest games of the non-conference. How does it feel to come away with a win against Boise State?
Oh, it feels great. You know, they came in here 5-2, you know, and have beat some good teams. And, you know, we've had some battles with Boise. And Liz said to me at the end, you know, that was kind of a long time coming. You know, we've come up on the short end of a lot of close games. Last year when we played them up there, you know, I think was the one we had Katie had a shot at the end.
Right.
But, you know, yeah, it's just super proud of the kids. You know, we didn't play great on Tuesday against Southern Utah, but I really challenged them to come out stronger, and just excited for them. You know, winning's not everything, but, you know, they've been working hard, and it's great to see them rewarded for their efforts.
I think, you know, obviously the win is extremely impressive, but one of the most important things was they only committed 4 turnovers in the second half. So, you know, what was their mindset coming into this game after you kind of reamed them after the first half of their last game against SUU?
Well, you know, I don't know if it was a ream or not, but it certainly was a challenge, and they really stepped up. And, you know, honestly, I felt like we earned this win in practice. We've been very good in practice the last couple games, just on point, especially worked hard defensively. You know, they ended up with quite a few offensive rebounds, but they kind of got them in bulk. You know, I thought for the most part we were a great presence on the board with us with 17 offensive rebounds. You know, we finally got some second chance points. You know, we had 18 second chance points, and we had more points off of their turnovers. So just excited for them. You know, like I said, it's more about the process, but it sure is nice to get a win.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it. Hey, shout out to New Zealand, everybody over there. We love you guys.
All right, so that's going to do it for us. Again, Utah Valley comes up victorious against the visiting Broncos of Idaho State. Utah Valley won 68-60. That's going to do it for us here on the WAC Digital Network. We will see you next time when Utah Valley plays against Air Force here in Orem on the 11th at 7 o'clock p.m. See you there. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Did your guys' screen drop?
This copyrighted telecast of the Western Athletic Conference may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the WAC Digital Network.